What's good, YouTube? It's your girl. I'm still Asia, baby. Cause every time I close my eyes, I see you. Welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new here, hello, and welcome. Be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos from your girl, okay? As y'all can see from the thumbnail, today, y'all, I'm getting into something new. This is actually a video from Most Amazing Top 7, okay? That's their channel, so I'll be sure to link the video and the link to their channel in the description. If y'all want to check that out, definitely feel free to do so. This video is 7 thieves who messed with the wrong people. Instant karma, okay? Marine MMA fighter. Oh, whew. Just the two of those right there are two big problems. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So, I don't know how this finna go, what we about to see, but I mean, hey, I bet you won't steal no more. Okay? I bet you won't run up in nobody else's house. Shoot. I bet you gonna walk over, okay? But you gonna limp back. I don't know, y'all. Let me stop, okay? Anyway, this video is long enough. No need for me to keep it longer, okay? So go on and get your popcorn ready. And let's go on and get into this video, y'all. Ow. Alright, y'all, let's go. Let's do this.
If you want to enter the iPad 9.7 Pro giveaway contest, all you need to do is leave a like and comment. Hit a subscribe button and make sure that the bell notification is turned on. The giveaway link is in the description.
Criminals range in intelligence, from big-time super geniuses to small-time crooks who can't tie their shoes without falling into a volcano. Karma is well aware of the latter group and punishes such individuals accordingly.
Okay.
When it comes to choosing victims, these thieves had the same amount of luck as Ed Esquive bringing a knife to a gunfight. Here are 7 thieves who messed with the wrong people. Armed robber gets owned by Marine. A robber who picked the worst store in the state to try and rob, as he came face to face with a clerk who just so happened to be a former Marine Corps combat instructor and black belt in karate. The thief approached the register with a pack of beers, and when the clerk turned away, took out a huge blade. But Jacob knocked him out in no time.
Started to move my direction, which I didn't actually really notice till I kind of turned around and he was standing right behind me. And then that's when I saw a 12-inch blade coming my way, and I didn't know what his intentions were. I wasn't about to ask.
Despite having a knife, the would-be attacker soon found out the hard way he had picked one of the worst possible targets. Jacobs is a former Marine combat instructor and a black belt in karate with more than 25 years of training.
Fortunately, I was able to knock the knife out of his hand and get him, subdue him in an arm bar submission, and in which I ran him face first into the rack over there.
Clerk disarms shotgun-wielding man.
See, that's why I ain't bold enough for that, y'all. You run up on the wrong person on the wrong day, hell, or the wrong person on the right day, you're on your own, okay? Literally. What, y'all? Okay?
Video shows the worker serving 2 customers as the robber approaches. He can then be seen snatching the shotgun and eventually tearing it away from the attacker, who then turns and flees.
Woo!
Police investigating the robber later found...
Woo! The thought of him freaking pulling that trigger, y'all, and he's sitting there at the end of that barrel, pulling like that on that thing while he... Okay, I was holding my breath. Damn! Y'all know, absolutely.
And the shotgun was not loaded at the time. An 18-year-old man was taken into custody the following day and has since been charged with attempted armed robbery.
Oh, is you crazy? And look at them standing. They ain't even trying to help.
Missouri liquor store clerk pulls gun on armed robber. John Lewis Alexander, who is a former military man, was working at a liquor store when a man walked into the store smoking a cigarette. When Alexander asked the man to take the cigarette back outside, the suspect asked for the money before allegedly pulling out the gun on Alexander, who pulled out his own loaded gun in return.
And I asked him to take a cigarette back outside. So I just pulled the gun out from behind him and said, "You need to give me all your money." I pulled my weapon up and put it up against his mouth and told him, "You need to get out of here before I blow your head off." Backed right on out the door.
Oh, snap.
MMA Fighter.
Oh, y'all. Oh, my gosh. See, that's the one job I feel like I could never do, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Okay? I could never be a store clerk at no gas station, and I would never work at a bank. That's the two jobs that I will never, ever have. Ever. For those exact reasons, okay? And then, even to say that, like, fast food even, like, you know, walking into a McDonald's or anything, Subway, anything that leaves you in a vulnerable type of state where you are almost defenseless in a situation like that. Like, there's only so much, like, now that I feel like there's more security, but especially like these gas station clerks and stuff like that, y'all, that's one thing I will never do. I would never do that. Nope. Not me. Nope. The Walmart gas station, I don't care how many people come up in there. Nope. And nope.
And put it up against his mouth and told him, "You need to get out of here before I blow your head off." Backed right on out the door.
He lucky. That's all he got.
MMA Fighter subdues burglar. An alleged burglar picked the wrong house to hit. The San Diego home happened to belong to a professional MMA fighter. The burglary attempt soon ended with the suspect in a chokehold.
Hernandez never made the man pass out, but he did hold him until police got there, and
Oh,
says he
snap.
could have approached the situation with a lot more intensity than he did.
Deep down in my heart, I mean, I guess I kind of wanted to break the dude's arm, but at the same time, I don't get a kick out of, like, inflicting pain on people, you know?
Mum asks 911 for permission.
Oh my gosh, y'all. This is intense. I didn't know what I was finna see, y'all, but woo, child, these fools is crazy. Look at him. Oh wow. Dang, y'all. I just had to look. He got his whole leg wrapped up underneath his little neck. And then he got it like tucked underneath, like, dude, you ain't going nowhere, okay? And try me with them hands if you want to, okay? You gonna be gone. You gonna be gone. Don't even think about it. Damn.
Out of, like, inflicting pain on people, you know?
Wow.
Mum asks 911 for permission to shoot intruder. 18-year-old mother Sarah McKinley was alone with her 3-month-old son in their Blanchard home.
Yeah.
McKinley says 2 men armed with a foot-long hunting knife attempted to break down her door. She grabbed her baby and fetched a 12-gauge shotgun before calling 911. As intruder stepped in her room, she shot and killed him on the spot.
Sure did.
This young mother takes maternal instinct to a whole new level.
I walked over and got the 12 gauge, went in the bedroom and got the pistol and put the bottle in his mouth, and then I called 911.
18-year-old Sarah McKinley killed a man, she says, to protect her 3-month-old baby.
I know that's
I'm
right.
here by myself with my infant baby. Can I please get a dispatcher out here immediately?
Late on New Year's Eve, police say 2 men, one armed with a 12-inch hunting knife, were trying to break into her home outside Oklahoma City. McKinley recognized one of them as someone she thought was stalking her.
He was from door to door trying to bust in. They said I couldn't shoot him until he come in the door.
Are your doors locked? Yes, I've got 2 guns in my hand. Is it okay to shoot him if he comes in the store?
I can't tell you that you can do that, but you do what you have to do to protect your baby.
The teen mother killed the 24-year-old intruder the second he stepped inside.
I know. I
Police call the shooting justified.
Whew. Oh, y'all, that give me goosebumps. When I remember seeing that story. I'm sorry, y'all. These stories are crazy. I remember seeing that story on the news. I was like, girl, hey, I would have did the same thing. I feel like anybody would have, lifeless or not. I mean, it's fight or flight mode. You got 2 dudes trying to get into your house, and she there with this little bitty infant baby, y'all. Ain't no telling what they would have done to that girl if she wasn't armed like that or ready to defend herself. Like, she was ready to. She was ready for that. Boo boo. Come through these doors if you want to. And watch what happens. Okay? Because that's how I go here. Come through these doors if you want to. I'm just saying.
Albuquerque homeowner tapes up man for breaking into his home. Mark Thompson was caught on camera breaking into a home, then making himself at home. But he was caught red-handed, ending up in quite a sticky situation when the homeowner found him where he wasn't supposed to be.
In the security video, you
wow.
can see Thompson casually walking in yesterday afternoon, putting on a jacket, wandering around, then turning on the TV. At one point, he even grabs a beer from the fridge. The homeowner got an alert that there was movement in his home. He watched Thompson on his phone and called his neighbor. Chandra Vestal lives across the street from that homeowner and didn't hesitate to help.
So I went to our garage, my husband and I, and we got 2 pistols. We met him in the cul-de-sac. He blocked off the entry of the cul-de-sac to make sure if he did have a vehicle, the man that was entering the home, that he wouldn't be able to escape. Micah and I went into the home with 2 of the loaded weapons. Micah announced himself to the perpetrator saying, "I have a loaded weapon, get down on your hands and knees." At that time, I came up behind him and we got the individual on his hands and knees to lay down. So we got his arms and his feet duct taped, and then we picked him up, carried him out to the front yard, and waited for the police to show up.
Get your ass in the house. Get out of the house. You in there, you done made you something to eat all up in my refrigerator with your nasty ass hands and shit. Like, you touching my stuff? What is you doing? What are you doing? You didn't even have nothing to do when you got up in there. Okay? Cut the TV on? Dude. What, I mean, did you need somewhere to, like, rest for the day? I mean, what was you doing? What was the point?
Police showed up. They found Thompson on the ground, his hands and ankles taped.
The police had told us that the home prior that he had broken into, he was wearing the same clothes that he had stolen from that home when he broke into Micah's house.
But Thompson tried to talk his way out of this one.
Truly said, "I'm not trying to steal anything, I just want to be friends."
Mugger versus MMA Fighter.
Friends my ass. Watch what this friend do. You come up in my house and you ain't supposed to be in here, okay? I'm gonna show you how friendly we are.
A mugger ended up getting a lot more than he bargained for when picking the wrong victim to rob at gunpoint. Bruised and bloodied, Anthony Miranda was arrested after attempting to steal money from a 6'2", 250 pounds mixed martial arts expert who ended up wrenching the loaded gun from his hand after Miranda pointed it at his chest.
Well, then the would-be mugger puts the gun against his head, and Justin says, quote, "He asked me for my wallet, for my phone, and my keys. I told him I don't have a wallet. I only have cash. He cursed me like MF. Well, then Justin gave the would-be mugger 30 bucks. The mugger wasn't satisfied. He popped one of the bullets out of the gun and said, "Look, MF, it's a hollow point. I'll blow your brains out." He then ordered Justin out of the car. Big mistake, Mr. Mugger, because when the mugger put the gun to Justin's chest, he says, quote, "I put him down to the ground. He was fighting. He didn't want to give up. He was begging me to let him go. He said he has a baby." Well, this is what the mugger, the would-be mugger, Anthony Miranda, looked like, as you saw, after he was forced to the ground. Not a very pretty picture. Keep in mind, the martial arts, the Ultimate Fighter, 6'2", 250 pounds. The would-be mugger, 5'5", 148 pounds. This is what he's supposed to look like, Megan, in case you're wondering what Anthony Miranda looked like before that beatdown.
Oh, Anthony.
Oh. See that?
Hey. You got what you got because you was doing what you was doing, okay? That's what happened when you wanna act a fool and do stuff and think that you finna get away with the foolishness. Come across the right one, okay? That's all I'm saying, y'all. These people out here, they think that they just getting away with stuff, but I feel like being a robber these days is like a scary, risky job, okay? Like, you don't even know if you're gonna come back if you want to go rob somebody, because these days people defend themselves, okay? Back in the day, I feel like, people walking around with, defense items, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, like was kind of like a, really not a really of a big thing, like a big situation. But now, y'all, it's like now that they have these open carry laws and these laws of being able to carry in general, when they got to put the sign in front of the Walmart or the Kroger or the Albertsons that says you cannot carry in here, that means, you know what I mean? There's too many people walking around with that stuff that's open carry where people can actually see it with their own two eyes. And that right there by itself says a lot, okay? When the Walmart don't put it up on their doors, that means, okay, safety first. But shoot, people be trying it. People be trying it. Especially now more than ever with all these situations happening all over the world, all over the country, these random, you know, isolated events at schools and all these things that are going on now. Like, it's almost like I feel like it's almost practical to walk up with somebody that already has that situation going on, because they walking around like that. Like, they stay ready, in other words. You know what I mean? For those reasons. Like, yeah, and I'll leave it at that. So, yeah. If y'all enjoyed this video, be sure you give me a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos from your girl. And if ain't nobody told you, I love you. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Yeah.